2017 GMC Acadia. Now it does a couple interesting things to the model it replaces. Most noticeably, it's a lot shorter in length, and consequently, it weighs less. GMC's touting a 700-pound weight loss from this model to an equivalent model previously. Now, there's a couple things that happen when you lose that amount of size and weight, and one thing is your fuel economy goes up, but also your interior space and your cargo capacity goes down, and that's exactly what's happened to this Acadia. The 2.5-liter inline-4 with about 194 horsepower. GM's saying the combined fuel economy will be around 25 mpg. They've just said what their estimates were for city and highway, and it's easy to see the fuel economy being around 25 combined, although it hasn't undergone full EPA testing yet. The V6 has about 310 horsepower. Front drive is standard, all-wheel drive is optional. Now, when you cut off as much length as GMC has, you do lose a bit of cargo capacity, and that's what's happened in the rear, although the space is still pretty usable. So we pop that open. This is a 3-row SUV, which is nice if you got to haul a lot of people around. And I'll pull this rear row up, if I can loop my finger in there. Pops up pretty easily, and when you fold it flat, or when you fold it, it folds flat, which is nice. When you fold all the rows flat, at least second and third rows, you get 79 cubic feet of storage. That is less than what the previous model could do, but as you might find, it's still a lot of space for this size of an SUV. But next we'll check inside and see what that looks like. Inside the Acadia, this is a decent sized SUV. It is on the larger side, and fortunately the space feels appropriate for that size of vehicle. The dash has that sort of business-like experience you'd expect from GMC. We don't have a key in here, so we can't show you what the interior looks like when it's all lit up, but you can see 2 analog gauges flanking a large digital display in the center, and that's something what a lot of cars are going to at the moment. Much is the same over here with this infotainment display. This does support Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which is very nice if you don't want to learn a new infotainment system and you just want to use what's familiar, and that's typically your smartphone. We see heated and cooled seats on this Denali trim edition, which is really nice. Also 2 USB ports, a 12-volt power port, and an auxiliary input in the center pocket, and this would be a great area to stash your phone or device or whatever you want to call it. Cup holders follow right behind it as well. Also, it looks like a terrain control dial here, which will adjust driving parameters to make the car handle differently depending on what situation you're driving in. Behind this deep cubby hole will hold plenty of stuff. And also what's really trick is 2 sunroofs. One in the front, one in the back. Nice stuff. Next, we'll take a look in the back row. Here is a view of the dash from the back seat. And as we go down, you see rear air controls and vents, which is very nice. Actually, you just see the rear air controls. You don't see vents. They must have vents underneath the seats. Now, you also see heated seating right there, and also 2 more USB ports and a 3-prong power outlet. And this is really good. I like seeing these kind of places to store and power your devices. In here, you have more. This is a cubby that comes out like that, which is pretty cool. And when it comes to interior space, this is good. My knees are not touching the seat in front of me. My head is far away from the roof, and this would accommodate 4 grown adults pretty well. And you have your pass-through here for more cargo area in your rear seat because the seat's folded flat. Let's fold that out. Just like that. Now this GMC Acadia will also support collision mitigation and all the typical safety features you're seeing on vehicles these days, and we look forward to driving it in the future. To find out more about the GMC Acadia, be sure to visit Edmunds.com.